Happy Friday. How many times did people ask you or say to you yesterday, may the fourth be with you? I'm curious, when you're jumping in live here today, drop in the chat. How many times do you, may the fourth be with you? I did see a great one on one of the social channels. It was Mr. Spock from Star Trek, not Star Wars, doing the Vulcan salute, saying, may the fourth be with you. Now, that's the way I like things going down. So welcome to Friday's edition of 2 p.m. with the Trigger. Always here to help you shine on camera and shine on stage. It is a great, happy Friday in Washington, D.C. The sun is shining beautifully today out the studio window, and it's great. Back once again to help you to learn media skills and branding, and today it is about YouTube. YouTube has changed. Of course, it's changed. Come on, Trigger. We all know that. It's been around for a while. It changes all the time, but this has gone through a lot of changes. And the question I really want to ask you is, have you kept up with YouTube? Because I know a lot of people that have launched channels. They did very well early on, or they were having fun with their videos. And after a while, they realized, oh, video content is hard. Oh, it takes time. And now we have TikTok. Now we have Instagram. It's just gone on and on and on. But a lot of times we have great content on our YouTube channels, and we let them kind of go silent, go dark a little bit. All the while, people are still typing and searching and liking and sharing and commenting. And we may have a gold mine of stuff sitting there that we don't know what to do with. But I also want to have you go back to the original idea of what YouTube was all about. Here's some fun facts for your Friday. It's a Fun Fact Friday day here on 2 p.m. Did you know the original idea, originally YouTube was created as a dating site, a dating app. It was called TuneIn Hookup back in 2005. Does anyone remember that at all? If you do, drop in the chat. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did any of you try it? It was kind of like that video dating site, you know. Hi, I'm Ted. I like golf and romantic walks. But what happened was people actually started to upload other content. They just took over the platform and changed the desired need of it. And all of a sudden, dates were not important, and video content did grow and grow. Did you also know that there are 2 billion monthly active users? Yeah, 2 billion, because it's the second largest search engine on the internet. So people love typing in how to learn this, fix that. How many times have we done that? But it's a gold mine for businesses and leaders and influencers to share their content, of course. But there's 2 billion people clicking and looking. That's a lot of marketing that you could do through YouTube. And the original name for YouTube, after they got away from the dating site thing, was Broadcast Yourself. Now, that's what I love. Because that's where we live now. We are all your own brand entity. You are your own brand person, your brand company. You want to shine brighter and talk about what you do. Share your wisdom, share your knowledge, and you want to be a broadcaster. Now, again, I've been a broadcaster for 36 years professionally. I joke about it all the time, but man, if I'd had YouTube 36 years ago when I began this, oh my goodness gracious, the content and the reach. But Broadcast Yourself, I think, is still the focus, and even more so now with YouTube. And one other fun fact before I dive into some other things here, YouTube is available in 100 countries. If you have a business, if you're trying to go global, YouTube is in 80 different languages. There is so much you can do through the portal, through the power, the reach to go international through YouTube. You might not even realize how valuable it really is. So think about this. Again, we have shorts, we have other things, we have the clips that are going on with YouTube. Do you know there's a new YouTube app out there, the YouTube Studio mobile app? The mobile app allows you to manage your channels, because you may have multiple channels. And you can also do the analytics, add comments and narrate and content back really easy. You can even video edit right on the mobile app. Just this week, I was spending time myself in YouTube heavily, learning a little bit about the YouTube ads. There's a way that you can advertise through YouTube to appear on other people's videos. But the real thing you want to do is you find similar people that are in the same industry or adjacent industries or in the same market as you are in, and you intentionally create ads that pop up on their type of video platform. So it's not advertising within yours. It's advertising through other people's networks and video platforms and content. There's a whole area just for that to dive into that many of us may not be aware of. And the list goes on and on. Now, this is going to be something I'm going to dive much deeper into this coming week. Coming up on Tuesday, we're going to kick off our Tuesday training sessions with Rock the Stage Media. And what we're going to do is we're going to just dive deep into the changes, the things you may need to bring your channel back to life. Now, I did this about 8 months ago. My channel, honestly, I kind of let it go. Because I was doing Rock the Stage Live, and that was growing, and there's other things requiring my attention, and I didn't keep content flowing. I went back, and like I said at the beginning of our show today, my numbers had gone up. People are inserting ads. I am getting more clicks, more fans. I had comments piled up that I'd never reacted to. So I had to go back in and give my channel some love. Beyond that, though, there are now new ways to make it look media savvy. That's the real thing about YouTube now. Too many of us have our videos just dropped in and they're haphazard. There's no real system or format or flow or design. I still talk with people daily that don't have a banner on their YouTube channel. They're like, who needs it? Or all of their starting images are just screen grabs out of the video itself. They don't have a title. They don't have anything. Or when you go into the channel itself, they haven't used the about section to explain their company. There are no links to go back and learn more about you. There is so much within YouTube that has changed, that has become lead magnet, funnel, front door for you to elevate you and your brand. So I'm going to do a special training. It's the first of our Tuesday trainings. We're going to do different trainings every couple weeks on Tuesdays. Grab the QR code. And I'm only charging $20 for this. $20 for very in-depth. And we're going to unlock some of the new secrets of YouTube that many people are not aware of, but are radical game changers. Also, the big change about YouTube. I spoke about this a couple of months ago, and the reaction was big time. Many of you may not be aware, but the algorithms and the way YouTube functions to grow your channels has changed. YouTube has gone back to being that broadcast view format. They have gone back to the idea of a broadcast style rather than the fans click, the subscribers. They're still important, but they're nowhere near as important as they once were. The idea of getting to 1,000 subscribers is still the magic number for some reason. But the idea is you are now a broadcast media company with your own shows, your own images, your own content, and they have gone back to viewership. Growing up, I can remember getting the Nielsen rating magazine and asking my family to subscribe and be a Nielsen rating family. My parents threw it in the trash. They didn't want a Nielsen box. They didn't want to talk about what they watched, and they didn't want to fill out a form. But YouTube now has gone back to that idea that now your media is about how long are people viewing? How many videos do they jump and play and watch and follow? How are the shorts working for you as a lead magnet? Because basically shorts are teasers. They're commercials. Like shorts are like going to the movie theater. You watch the trailer and you sit there and go, yes, no, maybe. Oh, I really want to see that. That's how you need to think of trailers and these shorts now. So they've made it easier to turn back to the old days of what they first started with, of its broadcast yourself. Now, I've been broadcasting for 36 years. I know inside and out things to do, not to do, but YouTube continues to change the algorithms and so forth. So come and join me. For only $20, you're going to learn things that are going to bring life back to your YouTube. Even if you have let it die and you're thinking, oh, Rich, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be painful. It's okay. I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that I've used to bring life back to old content, and I'm getting more people viewing them. I'm not shooting new content sometimes. I'm taking old content with my little secret. Not going to get it here. You got to come join me for it. But with my little secret, it works. There's things we can do to take your YouTube channel and blow some life back into it. Now, for those of you that are crushing it, they're doing a great job, you're working it. There's a lot of new things that are happening as well with YouTube that really you need to learn about. You may not be aware of some of the new things that are happening. For example, Facebook is making radical changes, and I think to their detriment. Facebook is dropping the idea that you can do paid live events on Facebook. Now, I think they're going to change it and do something different. I think they're shutting it down to come back with probably a paid Facebook function of some kind. But right now, they're saying you cannot put any more paid events and run them through Facebook. They will flag them, they will delete them, they will shut them down. And they said any old shows you have there, you need to pull them down because after June 15th, they're dark, they're gone. Your viewers can't even replay them. So that's a direction of Facebook. Whereas YouTube is going to, man, we want you to build a community here. That's one of the new features. We're going to talk about it on Tuesday, how to build that out. They want people to stay and really absorb the content now, not just click and like and be a fansy and that's it. So you're going to want to come and join us. You're going to hear about some amazing things that you may not have heard of, you may have forgot about. And how many of you use the YouTube cards? YouTube cards can be used really, really well at the end of a video. It takes time to set these up. Yes, there's extra time to put into creating a lead funnel through video and not just throwing the video up there. But we're going to talk about that. Come and join us. Use that QR. Only $20. And then we're going to announce a special ongoing program that is going to be better. And this is the first step to get in. So this is step one for that longer term program that we are creating from Rock the Stage. So grab that URL, come and join us. And also, I do want to mention that coming up, we do have an amazing week. Oh, first, before that, I got to brag. The shop is open at Rock the Stage Media. We now have different wares, different goodies. We're building out more and more. But right now, the You're Muted mug is our top seller. People are liking that. If you have to take a sip, show your muted mug, and it's a great little collectible and a fun item to have. You want to check that out. But again, I do want to mention that next week it is going to be Stutter Week here on 2 p.m. with the Trigger. We have amazing speakers, leaders, influencers like myself that have had to deal with stuttering all their life. There is no cure to stuttering. There's no pill we can take. This is something that we have, and some people really embrace from it. It has a negative impact on their life quite often. Being teased and bullied is a big part of life. But we're going to not go that direction. We're going to talk about people that have turned it around. They've embraced the stutter. They've learned how to deal. We're going to give some inspiration, some education, and celebrate National Stutter Awareness Week. It's going to be coming up on May 8th through the 13th. You don't want to miss these very special 2 p.m. with the Trigger editions. Bring your friends, come in and listen and learn something. There are millions of people affected by stuttering. I am one of those people. And actually, it's 1 in 100. Look around. Look through your phone list. Think about your church. Think about your business. How many people do you know? 1 out of 100 stutter in some fashion. I'm sure you know somebody that stutters. That's going to do this Friday edition. I'm hoping this will help you a little bit, set you up for exciting things, but YouTube has changed. It's changed for the better. It's made it easier for you to broadcast yourself, elevate your brand, share your wisdom and knowledge. And people that were burned out on YouTube, people that have given up, I'm calling you to come back and let's leverage your YouTube to help you shine on camera and shine on stage better and better. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you back here at 2 p.m. with the Trigger, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, live, streaming on multiple channels